First day back in Ukraine. It's surreal being in Lviv right now because Lviv is kind of business as usual.
I think friends of people and places are most tested during difficult times. And I feel a special connection to Ukraine. And I just wanted to be here during the difficult times.
I hope that I can feel that again, but for you, that must feel really good. So now we have an air raid siren. Okay, we got a little bit of drama here. This is our first day of air raids. Well, it's interesting that people aren't reacting more urgently, though. There was some activity in the west, but it was more down towards Kiev. And Ukrainians are tough people, but this is, nobody should have to go through this for no reason.
This might be the most somber experience I've ever had.
These graves,
these are only the soldiers from Lviv that have died. In every city, in every town across Ukraine, there are grave sites like this, some bigger.
we help him any way we can, yeah? All right.
Yeah.
When I saw the invasion, I wanted to do what I could help, and I always think of myself in someone else's shoes, and I couldn't imagine being a refugee and being torn from my country and what I would do. And so you gotta help some way.
We wanted to help out the refugees coming, and then there's a good number going as well to help them out both here and in the Tesco Refugee Center.
Honestly, it was beautiful. It was the most ironic situation I've ever seen because I would see beautiful cities and the most happy and nice people, but then right next to them there'd be a person with a missing limb. It's the conviction in the people to know that they're so happy and strong, yet they're literally taking the brunt of the worst that the world can give them.
Dякую, my friend, dякую. I hope you get better soon.
Obviously, the beauty like this is still standing in Lviv, and this will be key, the whole city will be key to when Ukraine has to rebuild from this devastating war.
This is a line of people going back to Ukraine, and it's kind of surreal because we're meeting people coming from Ukraine, fleeing the war.
Got my passport, it's the fastest way. Walk across the border, catch a taxi to Shemesh.
This is the last stage of the journey, but really you have to keep going. It's exhausting.
Ukrainians seem even friendlier, more open. The energy of Lviv, to me, is just incredible. It's, you know, if energy can win a war, it's gonna win.